You know what? It kind of reminds me of like an axe. If an axe had a face. Hey guys, welcome back to another video where today we're going to be on a little adventure on finding out some of these new secret morphs that are outside the map. And there's not only a Dizzy lookalike one that we've checked out before, but it seems to be what looks like a pickled Durple, and more importantly, what some of you are describing as a Smiley Simon, and there's another one out there as well, which we're going to go and check them out. But also, I'm going to show you how you guys, without VIP, can make it outside the map as well, using the morphs that are inside the game already. So, at this point in time, I'm in a public game, and honestly, it's quite chaotic, which is why I just kind of started all the way over in that big old tree in the background there. So what we're going to do is to head through over to the badge area. Once we get to here, there's many morphs you can use. I've done it with two so far, which is with the Your Pizza morph and the monolith. Because the monolith is bigger, I had a better success of doing it with this. So instead of doing it with the VIP method, which, you know, most of you guys have known how to do because you just literally resize yourself when you're stuck, I'm going to show you a way you can do it with an actual morph that you can unlock in the game. So as you can see, there's a lot of people here who are waiting or trying to find me to be able to join us. But before we try to join up with them, I want to go and become these morphs that we're going to go and unlock. So actually, let me just very quickly correct myself. We need to go to the restaurant because the easiest way I found so far is to head to the Mustard World. So if we go to here and go to the car park, you'll be very familiar with this, I'm sure. And we need to, with Skylar, who's currently with us as well, to get through this, which requires waiting basically a minute. So, yeah, I'll catch you shortly. Yeah, finally, look at this. This Mr. PC is getting carried away by the door. That's actually quite funny. Although, is he going to land on his head? No, like a cat, it always lands on its feet. So, as you get through here, we're going to smash open this door. We're going to press E and click at the same time to double the trouble. And once you make it to here, now, this car, if you squish yourself into the very corner as best as you can, it might take a few attempts. Turn the angle of your screen like so, and make sure, if you go to the options, you have shift lock enabled. You got to have this on, and literally just press shift, and then like that, almost consistently every time, it will force you out of the map, which then allows you, as you can see, Skylar has done it with the pizza character as well. So there's two characters you can do it with, which, I'll be honest, I know you're not meant to be able to go outside the map, but there is so much stuff out here which is so awesome to see. And it's stuff that's used in the game, like this is used in the laboratory, which is so cool to see. Now, as we're actually out, I'm just going to reset myself with the VIP morph, because I don't really want to be, obviously, the monolith for much longer, because at this point, we've got so much stuff to go check out, which is hidden over there. But before we get there, wait, isn't this where the train comes through? On the train station? Yo! Wait, are you telling me that if someone was in the train station right now, they'd be able to see me? Let me just test that theory. See, I can change my camera angle to make it look like I'm in the room, but I'm clearly outside the barrier, which is so cool. Look at this. Dizzy Fan just appeared. It's so awesome to see Dizzy Fan. And other people are now joining as well. So we will check out the morphs very quickly. And guys, don't worry, I won't be here for long. But look, people are now coming over. They're going to be like, wait, how did you get out there? How did you break the barrier? But see, I told you, it's like I'm a mind reader. It's honestly, it's really much fun. So now you guys know how to get out for free without using VIP. You can give people a little complex like this one. And look at this, they're going to be trying their hardest to effectively get onto the railway track at this point. Look at this, it's so cool. Wow! Okay, did not expect that. I just got hit by the train. Look at this. The train's just come out of nowhere and just gone boom. It's like that ADSF thing where it's like, I like trains. And I kid you not, it came flying out of nowhere. Honestly, so as they can't work out how we got down here, but you guys have watched this, obviously, we're going to just like walk away. I mean, I can walk. I'm just going to walk away and then just be like, look. And they're going to be like, wait, how did you even get there? But guys, like I say, you're watching, you know how we got here. So that's actually pretty cool. And as you can see, the train's just over there. And it does a little circuit. So again, hats off to the developer. It looks really smart and it works really well. So we're going to just very quickly do the long old run to over here. As there's a few morphs over here. Of which I'm really hoping that they all get released. Especially one that looks quite like me. Which if it is based on me, I really hope they release it. I'd love to be in a game like this because I enjoy this Sprunki game compared to all the others. And the fact they've actually thought about making a character that kind of resembles me, I'm so, like, I appreciate it so much. It's so awesome. So hopefully that gets released soon as maybe a badge for you guys to be able to get as well. Now, as we're heading around this, it's not taking too long. You're going to see a fair few creatures here, which maybe, I say creatures, morphs, maybe look familiar, like this one here. You've got a pickle Durple. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this reminds me of a certain YouTuber, and it looks really cool. I love the fact that the developer has kind of mixed a YouTuber kind of design with a Sprunki to make it quite unique. And this guy's just going to pickle and laughing at it. And then you've got Wender over here. I don't think this one's actually, like, unique or special. Maybe it is. But what I will say is you've got a Horror Simon here, which is pretty cool. And it's also missing a little chunk of its ear. And then what we have got here is the one that everyone is obsessed about. And I'm saying this because I've seen it being referenced as a Smiley Simon. And also Simon's Realm, or Simon from Simon's Realm. I don't know if any of these guys are going to correct me with which one it is, but honestly, you can become it by just going into that green blob, and it takes you back into the game for the others to see. But I really like the idea of this pickle Durple, and I'm curious to know how it sounds as well. But honestly, we're over here, and if you squint really, really, really tightly, you see the distance? Yeah, you see that? No! Well, that is the one that I've been mentioning that kind of resembles my character. And again, I really hope it gets released at some point in the future, because look at it. As we're running towards it, it looks like it dizzy as a Sprunki, which I am so for right now. This is so cool. I mean, look at this. How awesome is this? I know I've shown this one in the past, you know, how it sounds, how it looks, and the animations. It's all animated. It's got sounds. It's pretty much done. I do like the fact they've placed it in front of a little screen. So we've seen that before. We managed to make it out. What I want to do is to check out just that Simon. That Simon has got me kind of interested. And then what I'm going to do really quickly is snap to the other ones so you guys can see what they're like as well. Just so you get an idea of maybe how they're meant to sound. Because we got a few here. So this Smiley Simon slash other versions of Simon, which people keep giving different names, like Simon from Simon's Realm. How does it sound? Well, let's just go over here where it's a bit quieter and zoom in to actually hear. Yeah, this is good. Okay, so yeah, Smiley Simon, Simon from Simon's Realm, whichever one it is. Guys, you let me know in the comments below which one you think it is. And then hopefully, if it becomes officially released, we'll be able to find out what it is. So really quickly, I'm going to work my way back out. And effectively, the same method. Oh, actually, I might take the shortcut. So what I'm going to do is show you another way that you can get out if you have VIP. And it's much quicker to get out. So I don't know if it's actually a better placement to get out, like if it's nearer the badges and stuff. So what we'll do is we'll just go behind the screen, do size me 0.1 to make me as small as an ant, and then at this point, yeah, okay, if you do size 1.5, that seems to be the trick, at least for my size character. So yeah, we got a little bit to run, I think. Yeah, it's just behind here. That is much closer than having to run so far away. So guys, I'll catch up with you in a second so we can see these morphs all in one go. And you guys can just let me know what you think of these. Because honestly, I really hope a lot of these actually get released as extra morphs, because I think we really enjoy them. They'd be so awesome. So check it out. We have become the one that looks like Dizzy. We've checked this out before. This isn't really anything new. I think we checked this out about a month ago. But the fact it's still hiding out in the back in, like, obviously outskirts of the game where you're not meant to be able to go, it's here. But how does it sound? Yeah! Back it up! Back it up! I love this! Back it up. What? It's even got the squeaky voice that I sometimes do. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. But either way, I love the fact it's here. And again, I really thank the developer for, like, making something for us to check out. I'm hoping it's a badge. And I hope it's hidden quite well. One thing I actually wanted to do, and I forgot to do it then, was to kind of see how it looked when it was broken. Well, let's try it with the others. So just like that, I have become the Pickle Durple. I still believe this is based off another YouTuber. It'll be confirmed if and when it's officially released. So, I mean, how does this one sound compared to the original Durple? Yeah, it sounds pretty cool. So one thing that I forgot to do with the other two, which I'm going to very quickly do with this one, is the old trickaroo of how it looks when you decide to make it a bit crazy. Oh. You know what? It kind of reminds me of like an axe. If an axe had a face. Does that work? I mean, it does. It does, of course it works. Although I love the little dizzy head at the top. This is how you improve a secret morph. By that, I mean not improve at all. It absolutely destroys it. But it's funny. I'm curious to see what people react to it like, or how they react to it. So I kind of wish I did this with the others, but I'm going to have to go and find them and then effectively do the same thing to see if it looks like this. But honestly, I think maybe they might look better. I don't know. Let's find out. So really quickly, I'm just going to do the same thing to this beautiful looking Wender. And that is just do this. And it looks like I look like a very wise old man. I could give you quests. A quest to go on an adventure and destroy the one and only ring. Yeah, no, I'm not Gandalf. But I could be easily referred to that. Look at this with my little cat hat. I guess that's what you called it, right? A cat hat? Yeah, that's what I'm going with. And then I've got my wisdom hair just here coming through the top of my head for some reason. The rest of it we won't mention about because it's a bit odd. But honestly, I think they all kind of look like this, which is pretty awesome. So, yeah, that is how you can get out of the map at the moment very quickly. You'll see plenty of other morphs there. And there is also a triple monitored morph as well, which I don't know what's happening with that. But like the rest of these, I'm just interested mainly in the Smiley Simon, the Pickle Durple, and obviously the Dizzy Wender. I guess that's what I'm going to call it, Dizzy Wender. They're the three that I'd love to see get released as badges, and hopefully it's something we can get released quite soon. Yeah, if you become at least with this particular one without destroying it, for some reason, if you try and jump, right, anywhere like this corner, if I try and jump into it, look at this. What is happening? It repels you like some kind of magnetic field. What? That is crazy. Look at this. I can't actually get out the corner. So I'm stuck. And I think it does it in here as well. Look at this. What is that about? Every time you jump, literally just jump. Wow! It's great if you're playing tag with someone and they're about to get you and you need to get out of the way real quick. You'd be like, nope, not today. I am off. So yeah, with that being said, this is really strange, but actually really cool. If you found it helpful, like it, remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.